Today we're going to be making a little saw station for the miter chop saw. We're going to recess it into the bench itself so that the surface of the miter saw is equal with your workbench. So we won't have to use these pesky blocks anymore. Alright, come on. On this saw, the footprint is only about a foot and it's 18 inches wide. But I went ahead and cut out an opening here that's 2 feet so that we can have a little bit of extra room. Okay, I've made this basic frame. It's a little table for it to sit on, some scrap plywood, and a little I-beam type configuration here, just to give it some support in the center. Because this is going to be underneath where it won't be seen, I haven't even really put a border here. So we're going to just simply slide this in and screw it to either side of our workbench legs. The deck on this saw is only 3.5 inches, so I'm going to get some guide marks out here for setting it initially, and then we're going to show you how we adjust it to get it just right. We're going to use screws with this, and this will help with the adjusting process. So we're just going to get a couple of 3.5 inch marks here. That way we'll be able to get it in the ballpark. Now that we have it marked off, I'm going to slide the table into place and screw it down. And we're simply going to line it up to the marks I've previously made and temporarily screw it in, not driving the screws in all the way, because we're going to have to come back and adjust this to get it just right. All right. Okay, we're just going to line them marked up. Okay, that's it. And do the same thing in the back. Okay, before we finish screwing this off, we're going to put the saw in here and make sure it's flush with the workbench. Looking pretty good so far. We'll get a piece of stock and check it out. Okay, I'm going to take this piece of lumber and just run it over here and line it up and make sure it looks straight. But first, you're going to make sure you got a good straight piece of wood if you're going to use it as a guide. Make sure it doesn't have a crown. It's nice and flat, and this one looks good. Just slide it over. And it's looking really good, but I can see that it's a little slightly high right here, so we're going to lower this side down. We'll go ahead and pull the first screw out here. We'll slide this piece of stock up in front. Let it down a little. Okay. And that's it. We're going to screw it down. Okay, now we're going to go in the back. And it looks really good. Go ahead and screw the back down. And we'll slide it over here and do this one. Okay, so we can see that it's slightly low. So we've pulled the screw. I'm just going to hold it up until it barely touches the bottom. Go ahead, James. Okay, now it's looking really good. We'll just move it to the back. And it's doing good. Make sure it doesn't catch up as you slide it. Very nice. Okay, screw the back off, please. Now you can finish screwing it off, and we can give it a test run in a minute. Okay, now that it's all securely screwed down, we're going to try it out with a piece of 2x4. Finally, we'll do a double check to make sure it's nice and square. And it's a nice pretty 90. Looks good. And there it is, your miter saw table recessed into the workbench. Life just got a little easier.